Yeah, I'll debate you anytime, anywhere. All right, Ethan? The assumption that I'm afraid of you is so idiotic, okay?
What a fucking liar, dude.
Now, I'm sure if you click it on this video, you've probably seen the Hasan content nuke that Ethan Klein dropped about a week ago. Since then, it's been creating a lot of buzz around Hasan and the Ethan drama once again. If you haven't been caught up with that, I have a couple of videos on the channel that you can look at, and I think they're good watches, so yeah, go give them a watch. But the thing is, you know, the typical thing with Hasan. He's refusing to watch the video on stream or at all, and is just calling to debate Ethan like he kind of did with Willie, and it's really just a typical Hasan video responding to the whole thing. So we're going to be hopping into that video and breaking it down and seeing how badly Hasan handles this one once again.
This person who definitely understands things, very smart, very intelligent, definitely not a hack, failed, dumb comedian in air quotes, still doing 2014 memes on the timeline. Well, I'm not on the timeline anymore. I'm actually too scared to be on the timeline, so I just fucking constantly whine about it from behind my Instagram stories, even though I'm a 50-year-old dude with like 3 children, and I spend most of my time online just crying most of it.
See, right now he's just trying to make, you know, Ethan look as bad as possible, so when people in his audience go to see the video, they go in with a negative outlook right away, or not watch it at all. This is typical of Hasan. Just shit all over the person, make him look like a disgusting human being, so there's no reason to trust what this person says. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going, though, because it's not only just that. He likes to also throw in the Destiny stuff because, you know, he needs to throw Destiny in there somewhere when it comes to his detractors or any type of criticism at all.
Type of person who thinks that, like, politics can only be consumed from the lens of slop tuber drama cultivated by people who have no political understanding, no political reading whatsoever, no interest, no ideological leanings whatsoever, and are just like dumb who are stupid enough to regurgitate Reddit posts that have no research backing them whatsoever, oftentimes coming from a sex pest's very own community, then you are a deeply and pathetically unserious person, and therefore you probably should go and, I don't know, watch the sunset or something.
Man, that's real ripe coming from a person that, you know, does most of his research on Twitter, has like 15 billion Twitter tabs open on stream, and each of them having news, saying just that as well. When the October 7th stuff happened and all the other stuff was happening, he was getting literally most of his news from Twitter.
What are you looking at? I have no evidence? Don't believe your fuck. What do you mean? Does that strike you as a fucking misfire?
So, this Reddit shit's hilarious. And then he's just like, you know, Ethan must be getting all of his information from Destiny. It's the only way he could compile this.
You're clearly not intellectually equipped enough, and you got deluded by a sex cult. Like, Destiny was able to brainwash you over the course of a year.
You know, it's just so crazy. Every single time there's a hit piece, any single time there's, you know, solid criticism towards Hasan, it is all about Destiny. I mean, Hasan is like letting this dude live rent-free in his head when it comes to literally any criticism. Like, he's literally dismissing everything because he thinks it comes from one guy. That is crazy delusional, dude.
Video and take some accountability. Don't be a pirate software dude. Dude, it's an hour and 40-minute video. Okay, can I just say something? This is genuinely, this might come across a little ableist, but you literally have an intellectual disability if you think that, like, I am fearful of watching an hour and 40-minute video made by a dude who literally thought Roe v. Wade was the gay one.
Roe versus what? Is that the gay one?
No, that's
Like,
And then when someone in the chat finally says something about how, why don't you just watch the video, you know, because it's really dumb of you to be commenting on stuff you don't really know what's been said, and he just like deflects super hard and just like, you know, I'm not gonna watch an almost 2-hour video about a person that thought the Roe v. Wade was about a gay person. Why would I watch a video that critiques me if he can't even know what Roe v. Wade is? What the fuck? I think it's funny throughout this whole thing, he's still trying to talk like it's a political hit piece.
How unimaginably narcissistic of you to think that you can, like, write this brilliant, you know, political work. Like, stick to your lane, dude. What is wrong with you? You look like a clown to adults, okay? Maybe not the cultish fans that have stayed behind, you know?
When it's not what it is. It's a critique on your character or you as a creator, because you've done nothing but misinform and create anti-Semitism and breeding it in your own community and on Twitch, and making it a safe place to have hate towards Jewish people. And that's disgusting.
So if you truly are invested in the truth, and I'm sure there are some people, there are others who are just going to come in here and be like, well, I'm going to keep it real, man. You're just like avoiding accountability. Yeah, dude, I am pro-Palestine. That's it. I'm pro-Palestine. Okay. If that's news to you, you are the dumbest baby on the planet. All right. I am pro-Palestine. I am anti-genocide.
Again, Hasan, I don't understand why this hasn't connected in your brain yet. We all know you support Palestine, but it's the other shit. You know, Hamas, Houthis, Hezbollah. Like, bro, these are terrorist organizations. And you're just like, let's go. You're playing like the propaganda fully on screen. I'm not going to show those clips because I already have on my channel before. But man, it's not hard to find. It's not that you just support the Palestine. But Hasan's going to act like that, you know. That never happened. You know, but he didn't have that Houthi terrorist on stream and totally didn't do any journalism at all. I mean, he was a full-blown on-the-ground journalist. He was integral to the whole piece, you know?
This is the podcast because he can't cut it. Like, he's like, I don't want to talk about politics anymore because people are hurting my feelings when I talk about Israel, and because it kind of comes across like I'm defending Israel. And then everybody goes, oh, you're defending Israel.
Man, Hasan's like really diluting the water here. Like, man, do you not remember that your like whole audience was like being extremely anti-Semitic towards Ethan like that whole entire time? It wasn't just because he was saying things that could be interpreted as like Zionist, I guess. But he was showing sympathy and empathy for the people that lived in Israel, because he has family there. He lived there. You know, like his wife is from there. But hey, look, you know, Hasan can't control what his audience says, you know? Much like how he wants other creators to control their audiences when they're saying stuff about him, and you know, that's, you know, they can do that. But, you know, his audience, he can't control that. He's too famous for that. He can't do that, Ethan. He can't control what they're saying. Hasan could have at least stopped using all the rhetoric that he had been using to radicalize his audience and try to reel it back a little bit and try to bid more perspective from Ethan. But he did just completely decided not to and kind of just chucked his friend to the side, which is fucked up. But what's even more screwed up than that is, instead of watching the 2-hour critique video that was made on him, he watched a short that like sucked his dick and said Ethan was like horrible and Hasan was like a great force in today's society, and that's what we needed. People more like Hasan.
A lot of people are messaging me saying, Roman, how can you side with Hasan when, you know, he has had terrible Ukraine sakes? And I actually agree. I don't watch Hasan for his Ukraine sakes. In fact, I don't watch him at all. But I do think he's a good force in today's world. You know what I mean? Like, once again, people are getting deported, Ethan. And you drop in a 2-hour video on Hasan Piker saying that Hasan and communism is actually what's destroying America today, you know? Like, please. If you're choosing between Hasan Piker, who, once again, talks about real issues and is like, in my opinion, once again, a good force in this world currently, from my point of view, from where I stand, you know what I mean? Who actually talks about real issues.
Now, this is generally probably one of the craziest clips I've ever seen. Maybe not, but at the same time, this guy is straight up being like, I've never seen his streams, but I think we need more people like him. Like, he's misinformed his whole entire audience on things, has radicalized his audience, and he's like, you know, I don't trust his, like, or really agree with his Ukraine takes, and it's like, but we still need more people like him. What is that? Where's the logic there, bro? We need more people misinforming the public on what's happening? We already have enough of that. What the fuck is going on right now, bro? Again, this guy is also trying to make it seem like this is a whole political hit piece. Where are the people getting this? Just because he brings up some political things in there doesn't mean it's about politics.
When you watch the video, okay, why wouldn't you want me to just like debate the issues if the issues are related to me? You think I don't know the subject matter very well? I'm the subject matter. What is happening? Yeah, he can just argue the points in the video if he wants to, directly to my face, and we can have a conversation about that as well.
Yo, that's classic journalist Hasan right there. He's not gonna do any research, but he's gonna go head first into any debate. Anything, He don't do research. He has it all up here. No, we probably all know what Hasan's gonna do here. He's probably just gonna deflect and shift the goalposts and not actually answer any of the questions or anything that has been thrown his way, much like he did in the Willie Mac debate and multiple other things.
List of lies made by Ethan Klein. Ethan claims communism is on the rise. From Elon Nazi saluting at Trump's inauguration to the AfD in Germany, communism is clearly not on the rise. Hasan never introduced himself as a social democrat. Hasan talked about education programs, not re-education camps. Hasan never runs full defense of China, especially regarding their treatment of the Uyghurs.
Dude, let's go. It's another typical Hasan. Let's go, dude. He'll rattle off a list of things that were said in the video, but he'll never actually read the video because that is just too much for his eyes to handle. It's just super weird, bro. Like, I just don't understand this. He'll go to Reddit to read these things that are supposedly being said, but won't watch it in the context. Like, he's saying all these things are being clipped out of context about him, but he doesn't really try to assume that may be happening to Ethan here. He's just being uncharitable as he possibly can. And you know, and up until this video, I really did think Ethan was being as charitable as he could towards Hasan. But, you know, all things change when Hasan acts like he's on top of everything and, you know, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing. None of those bad things. Remember, none of that happened. But I think that's all I have for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you're new here, please subscribe. And if you want to chat about the whole situation or think I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments and we'll chat about it. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.